understand why my mic is being weird. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's the here? Wait. Okay. Now it's fixed. There we go. It's just a little bit sensitive. To make sure. Let's see. Oh, now I keep having to adjust everything. I see I see cheese. Hang on. Okay, because if I turn it that way, I might. But I also have to mess with this dial. If I go up to here, that's crazy. Let's see. Because there's that, but I feel like that's too loud for y'all. That's... I don't know, I feel like that's just way too loud. Maybe that's better? Well, now I turn it down just a little bit. So. So you could probably turn that more, but no, that's probably my same volume. Let's go there. Okay. There we go. I'll leave it at that. And then I have to get my link and then remind people that I'm live because I am. It's gonna be 1 second. I'm shocked you're able to see I'm live because I'm not. It's not popping up for me. Sheesh, I just want my link. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. I can see I'm live. I don't understand why it's not showing me I'm live. For me to get the link. That's so weird. There we go. My goodness. Let's see, share, copy paste. Go in here, up to here. Thankfully, I don't have to do plasmophobia. No, I got it. Thank you, cheese. But I did not want to do that, but I know a lot of people were asking me to, so thankfully no. I feel so bad that I keep having to add like doodlers, but I mean, I also assume if you're in my server, you want to be pinged by me. So we'll see. And then I have to make my Instagram story just real quick. Go there. I need more pictures on my phone because I don't save anything ever. I guess this one. Get this music. Going live. Come join. Hey there, Devin Perry? Penny? Hang on, I can only see just like a tiny bit. So I'm looking at my phone. Let's see, I need the link. I'm trying to get it on my Instagram story. There we go, your stories. Okay, got that there. And now, let's see if I can get on my TV. So, it's easier if I can read chat on there than my phone, but probably won't like to do it. Yeah, I know I'm watching. I want to see my own thing. Do I have to search myself? One more second. There we go. Nope, that just hides that part. Okay. That's just my ratio. Maybe I do have to watch on my phone. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Oh. Love that for me. Just knocking everything over. I met the dude you invited from VR chat the other day. I meet a lot of people in there. You're gonna have to be more specific. I meet a few crazy people on there. Most of them have been actually surprisingly pretty good, like nice people. Which also surprisingly, there are a bunch of conservative Christians who play the game. I would have never thought that. But I noticed a lot of us will play the game to people watch because it's like, oh, we like watching like that type of demographic because they're entertaining for being crazy. And a lot of the people who just are kind of quiet and watching just end up being the same type of people. So I get along with them pretty good. I've been more interactive in some of the communities because I think they're fun. They're actually all really chill. You will meet like some crazy people, but I mean, you'll meet that type of people everywhere anyway. I like it though, it's fun. Let's see. Let's do this Bob Ross looking one. I don't want to save it, just want to copy image. The person that does voice impressions. Do you mean Nat that I did the video with? That's pretty cool. As on monitor, okay. Okay. I wonder if I press S, does it? No, it doesn't automatically scale it. That's Blender. Oh, that makes it look weird. That's a weird dimension. Go about there. Okay, and then let's see, I want this. Oh, I hated that. My goodness, why did it throw me off like that? Oh, because you know I was using that tool. That's not what I want. I want that to be there. And then take a blue fill bucket. And then that's our base. Maybe I need to... Okay, yeah. It did something weird. Forgot also. I always forget to put it on a new layer instead. So let me bring it down like that. And then I want to fill... Nope. I want to fill it with this color. Take that off. And then lock the layer. The person that does voice impressions now. I'll have to see. It's not coming back to me at the moment. But I'm gonna start off with this. And I'm kind of late, so I only have... We're really gonna have to Bob Ross this one. Okay, let me... I don't know. I might stick to one tonight. I've not been having a really good day. So I'm probably not gonna end up doing two. Not like it's been a bad day, but it's just like one of those days where nothing goes right, everything falls apart, you trip over a shoe, and then you bump your head over the door because you try and catch yourself, but then you end up like bending your finger, but then you hit your head on the doorknob. It's like one of those days, and then everything goes downhill because your car battery doesn't want to start after not eating all day. So it's a bunch of those little things over and over and over and over again. So not my favorite day, but sometimes you gotta have those types of days to appreciate other days, because I'm definitely appreciating other days more than today, you know. It's been ridiculous. Okay, But you know what? I'm doodling. I'm gonna set all that behind me because I enjoy doodling. I enjoy just drawing, and that's what I needed to do all day. I've been waiting all day to draw because I've been in such a bad mood. And today makes me feel better. So I'm just gonna get the sky in, and then we're using like the smudge brush. It has some pretty good textures. We're doing that to mess with the sky, and the further we get to the horizon, it gets lighter and kind of loses more saturation. So let's see. That can be a little bit bigger. You know, I got more sunset pictures. Want? If you want to share them, yeah, I like to see. It's kind of hard because I only have one monitor. Oh, I forgot I was gonna share it with other people. Copy link. Forgot someone was asking for me to link it to him too. There we go. Also, that's some pretty good sky right there. Okay. And then we'll start with doing the mountain. I don't know, should I spend an hour on this or should I like, I don't know, because now I have, I think that's 45 minutes. I'll have 45 minutes to do this. Hi there, Keon. What's up, big dog? Hey Doodles. I said that. I said hi. And I said, Cheese, you can send it to me. Like, post them in the media channel. Hi, Stone. Hey there, Stone. Your landscapes are always insane. Almost Bob Ross like. Thank you. That's what I'm concerning if I need to, like, because I only have 45 more minutes. Well, now 44 to do this one. So I'm like, should I limit myself to 45 minutes or should I just take the 2 hours to do this landscape? I try to, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to say your name. Ikuku? I don't know. But, oh, sorry, yeah, yes, question. Yeah, I do, every Monday and Thursday, and then on Tuesdays in the Discord server, I hold, like, fun events. It's kind of, like, up to what everyone else wants to do. So it always scheduled to change. Not last week, because I forgot it was Thanksgiving, but, the week before that, we did Chinese movie reels, because I love those. Whatever you spell will be fine. Do a 45-minute and snapshot it and see if you need the extra time. That's a good idea. I'll probably end up doing that, and then I'll just decide in that moment what we're gonna do. Because I like to try and get 2, just to, like, knock it out. But, I don't know, because I also want my stuff to be easy to look back on for people who want to learn how to do landscapes, so they can see it in real time and just follow along. So I'm like, hey, you could do this in 45 minutes. I did. Could be, like, a really good, like, introduction. Like, if I'm trying to, like, post it elsewhere, like, hey, guys, check this out. But I need to bring back those Chinese brain rot videos. Absolutely golden. I will do better research if one has actual voice acting. Because, I hate it when it's, like, the word audio, but, oh, they're so good. I love them so much. Were you the one who was making fun of me in my comment? Devin Perry 21287. Someone was making fun of me. So. It's okay. I love the brain rot, so. I can't wait to be old. I'll just be like crazy, like a Facebook mom. Well, first to be a Facebook mom, like a mom to be a Facebook mom, but like I want to pose like the most insane stuff. Catching strays. I am catching strays, not you. You started this. You started this, Devin. So I'll remember you. I know who you are now. I can go look back and look. So, how did I do that? Wait, where did this come from? Oh my gosh. Okay, that rotates. Wait, guys, I just found this out. Okay, so that's what I'm using. This changes. So I don't have to like move my pin everywhere. Oh my gosh, if only I was using like those brushes. Oh, we have a Tilly Rose already. That's so surprising. Us a Tilly Rose. How did I do that? Okay, there it is. Yeah, I want that. And I don't want that. It's like so cold. I'm so mad about my stupid car. It's fixed now. It just it doesn't like the cold, so it always goes out. And then I have to hear the same thing. It's like, well, because you didn't start your car. I did. It also wasn't that cold. Like, I get it when it's like below freezing, but like it wasn't that bad. Anyway. I'm trying to think what more I can yap about because chat isn't chatting, which is okay. I'm focusing way too much on the details to be like, I have to back up. I was trying to like get every single snow rock in there, which I should not be doing that. There we go. I want the snow in here. See, whenever you find yourself focusing on the small details of a painting, back out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever that fine audio is, because you're only gonna lock yourself into a corner. Focus on the big things and then go down. Dude, batteries are so fussy during babies and older cars. I know, right? Mine is legit, like, I think older than me, and like I get it, but come on, it's like, you're older than me, act like it. You know? So you're in Nevada? I don't think so. From what I know about the person who took this picture, I'm also gonna try and word this without like doxing him, but he is on the other side of the world than I am, so I don't think so. Unless he made a surprise trip. Which I'm shocked he's in here. I used to see him all the time. Maybe Spatson will tell me later. We'll see. I remember you guys, by the way. I might be really bad with names, but I do remember like who you are, or who's who. So if I don't see you for a bit, I do kind of like start to wonder. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while. Kind of sucks, especially with like friends who I used to have. Like they just kind of like disappear, and I'm like, oh, whatever they went. And then I go and look for them, and then they just like unadded me, quit talking to me, didn't say anything, didn't communicate, and it's like, oh well, okay. It happens, so that's just life. Not much you can do about it. This is really nice. I'm like barely putting any pressure, and I'm just like rotating my brush in circles, as you can tell by my stamp. But I'm just rotating it in circles, trying to get like that fuzzy effect. But I'm also going in circles and like moving it up and down, trying to like get that like foggy, detailed in. Let's see, because that gets kind of more blue. Because the sun, I think, is in this direction. I need to be smaller because it's kind of smudging them. Yeah, kind of like that. Dude, it's wistful. The fuzziness is so cool. I love these brushes. They're completely free too. I think a mouse would be harder to control them, but if you just have a pen and a tablet and able to download Krita, you can do this. Like, you can do exactly what I'm doing. With these same brushes, they are on the Krita resources website, but in my server, they're also under art resources. So it's all easy to download. Yeah. Yeah, for real, for real. I like trying to, like, find the most cheapest ways I can do stuff. Because I don't even do this with my art. If I'm doing actual landscapes, I use, Procreate, because I have my good stuff on there. But, again, like, we're doing studies and we're practicing. So, that's way too small. That's way too big. This one is just right. Oh, there's no way I can get this done in, like, 20, 30 minutes. I did start late, too. I like, didn't come in until, like, 10 minutes after, because I almost took a nap. And starting up my stream takes me, like, another 10 minutes. I did try and, like, set up at, like, 11:50, so, like, I'm ready and I'm just kind of sitting there. But trying to get my like, links together, then posting them all at the same time, it's, like, a lot of work for me. Because not a lot of people follow my YouTube. They'll look for my notifications on other platforms. So make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like my videos, put on the notification, interact with me so you'll see, like, notifications, or I'll be on, like, your For You page more. So you can have the notifications, but OMG, is there— hi, Kiwi! Be this a stream? Yeah, Goo! Hey, woo! Hi, Cynthia! Hit the bell, hit the bell! The ding ding ding! The one that Queso uses. I don't know, maybe I can start getting, like, sound effects and I'll, like, do that. Ding ding ding! I love that my TV just quit. That's kind of worrisome. Click like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment or engage. Oh, now we know why that's happening. That's funny. Sorry, my TV bugged out because my mom tried to do AirPlay on my TV. No, I have to go back and find my stream. Did I do the thing right? Yeah! I've been subbed, you've been subbed. Love Queso's Captain Spell and noise. I know, me too. I watch him when I'm going to sleep, so I've been, like, streaming the Goob Lagoon, like, over and over and over, because I keep missing it because I keep falling asleep. But when I'm caught up on my Girl World drama because Amberlynn Reed got demonetized, so it would be funny if this part were filled with the bell sounds, like just some reels, just the repeated ding 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 anytime I say subscribe. It just goes over and over again. It would be funny. Oh wait, I just said that. Dude, how did you not wake up when he screeches? I have my TV on 4. So she can riz you up with art. I probably could if I felt like dating. I could probably just, like, draw people, like, hey, like, let me draw you handsome, and then I just, like, draw them. I mean, it could probably work. I'm just not really into dating. It's not my thing. Like, dating is, like, I'm not against it. It's just, like, you know, it's, like, the whole aspect of it. It's, like, I'm too crazy, you know? It's, like, I have too much lore. How am I supposed to tell someone who doesn't know anything about me that I have an art community that likes to gaslight me that I'm a foot artist? Like, there's no way. That's not gonna happen. So, no, I'm good. Doodle's just acting on the street. Let me art you up. Bring it on. Good smart. Hey, hand on shoulder. Too much lore is insane. I have a lot of lore. A lot of it, like, especially because I'll talk in references. You have to understand the references, you know? Like, I don't know, just sometimes I'll meet someone, like, I'm not, like, meeting someone, like, I'm talking to them, but, like, I'll be just, like, on a game and trying to, like, talk to someone, and they just don't understand what I'm saying. I met people who never seen Nico Sugar Girls before. I'm like, I have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you this, because this is insane. How have you gone this far in your life without Nico Sugar Girls? It's insane. But anyway. Oh yeah, that's Lord, my bad. Doodles is out here sneaking a foot into every landscape. Every stream is gonna happen. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, but like, we're just gonna do like a bunch of dark colors. Let's see. Darker. Okay. That's too much. I need to zoom back out. I have to also work far away so you guys can see the whole thing, which is like, I'm blaming that on you guys that I can't be like closed up because it's really annoying. So, sales fault. I totally understand it all. I said that because ... You need to carry around like a pamphlet that summarizes your lore for when you meet people. Yeah, we're bad. I thought about making like a lore channel just because I've had people who join and they don't understand like some of the bits or anything. Or what's super annoying is when I say hey there, people don't get it. Or hey there waves. So like, what are you doing? Like, do I have to explain this every single freaking time? It gets old when I have to explain it. Like, it's not even funny anymore. It's meant to be funny for me alone. You're just supposed to nod along like I'm crazy. Like, like, Hater Waves originally was from an old friend of mine that I stole from him. Because he would say it. So I don't even know what the origin is. Like, I really don't. I stole it. But because it was so funny to me whenever he would say it, I thought it was, like, just so goofy. I was like, okay, I'm going to start saying it too. Because I'm a copier, I guess. So I did. The lore channel would be the longest channel on the server. I know, people just start adding on to it. Like, just for whatever. It's like an Evil Doodles type scenario. But anyway. I don't know what my dog is doing. But anyway. So. But I lost contact with him. A few months ago. So I don't know what really happened to him now. But I told him because he kind of went, he came back for a bit, and then I told him, it's like, hey, it's kind of my thing now because people are so, I can't say hi. I can't say hi like a normal person anymore. People expect me to say hey there, and so I do. He's like, no, Doodles, it's like your thing now. It's like, oh, okay. We used to call her I was Doodles before Noodles Cheese. I'm sorry to break it to you. 2,000 words on my feet are important. Dude, some type of essay is crazy. The Lord channel. Oh, I saw that. Yo, what's up? How is everyone? Hello, undercover dog. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, we're gonna make this be... I'm probably not gonna go until 10. But I really want to do this more high def. So I'm probably gonna go for probably an hour and a half on this one. Because in all honesty, it's only, well... It's too early to call it. I'm jumping. I'm doubting myself. I'm doubting. That's my problem. I'm doubting myself. I should not be doing that. That's what losers do. I doubt. I'm not gonna doubt. I'm gonna do. This color. Oh, DL. I haven't heard that name in years. So that was even like a season of my life. That was just a weird channel, like weird server. I'm in no part of that. I also got banned. So. Oh, thank you. Later. Bye, Santia. Santia? I'm just gonna call you Santia. That's like a royal title. He passed it down. Dude, think about the 45-minute snapshot. It'll be good to show newer artists with more time. It adds to a piece. Okay. I'll do both. I'll do both. Like, 45 minutes, and then, like, I'll spend the rest of the time tweaking it. Okay. You're so right, King. I've never heard life being broken up into seasons before. I like that. I'm kind of going off of like, you'll meet people who are like there for a season in your life. Some other people are there for well, for your life. Majority of people are going to be seasonal. They're there for a reason. You learn your reason and then they leave. It sucks. It can hurt, but I think it's really important to, if they're going to go, let them go. I don't like to ask people to stay friends with me. I think it's really stupid too, because I'm not gonna do that. I think if you have problems with me, you should be able to talk to me about it. But other than that, like, people just go their different ways. Like, there's no reason to hold grudges or anything. It's okay to be a seasonal person. You've had seasonal. You were a seasonal person for someone else too. You know, it's kind of just how life works. We all learn lessons, and there are chapters to be open and closed. But you got banned? Yeah, jeez. It was a lot of drama. I was banned long ago. I don't even talk to DL. He hates me. So, no thank you. I don't even want to, like, say his name on here. He gets no clout. None of it. He's not even worth the drama. Unfortunately, I can't stay. I just wanted to say hello. Hope everyone has a great night. Bye, Undercover Dog. Thank you for joining, though. That means so much to me. Thank you. Oh, wait. I'm waiting for my Crash Out season to start. A Kiwi Crash Out? Are you kidding? You? You can do it? Hate is too strong an emotion to waste on someone you don't like, period. I know. Like, I was talking about this with someone else, but like, hate is so easy to do too. Like, anyone can hate whoever. It's like one of the biggest problems in the world right now. It's like we are just so fueled by hate. And if it's like one disagreement, we just go to hate them. Hate someone who doesn't share our like ideologies or beliefs. Like, love is so much harder to do. It takes work and effort, and it's about genuinely being tested about who you are as a person, rather than like an ego boost, you know. And I don't think that's really shared enough. So I try not to. I try really hard not to be a hateful person. We all fall victim to it. We all do. But I don't know. Again, since I've rededicated my life to Christ, I've definitely have found myself being less hateful. At least in my heart. I do get kind of like crash outy, but you know. Sometimes that is just life, though. We're all human. We can't all be perfect all the time. As much as I wish I was, you know? Can I do it? I reckon it will be hilarious. Watch me crash out one day. I want to be pinged for that. I want to be there with you. If you need a crash out, buddy, I will go through with you. Pepper, you're the LeBron of hating. Do you two know each other? You two pals? That's an elite accusation. Judo, bruh. Thank you. I'll work on it. You will see a VC filled and emptied very quickly. Oh. I will want to be there. I miss Watcher crash outs. Sometimes he'll get a little bit fired up, but he doesn't do them too often when I'm around. Mostly because I'll start crashing out instead. Hang on, guys. I have a Tilly Rose. Come here. Come here, Tilly. Oh, Tilly Rose. What's up, puppy dog? Yo, what up? It's so hard being Tilly. Sometimes she needs a bump. Not a bump. I read the word bump. She needs Tilly time. She's just a puppy. I know, I feel like when Watcher crashes out, it's not truly a Watcher crash out. We're gonna have to tell him to watch my stream that we talked about. I've never met Pepper. I've only heard legends. Oh. So they're the type, like, you hear through the grapevine. That's crazy. Also, sorry if you guys hear, like, rubbing. It's my, cardigan on my wooden desk. And it's kind of, like, sliding with my hand when I'm, like, trying to do trees. Now that is legendary, hearing crash out through the grapevine. That's kind of, like, some top-notch stuff right there. I love this color combo. This is so nice. Okay, now I need this color. Now I have to go back to this color. I'm really kind of apprehensive about doing these trees down here because I'm scared the information will get lost. I only have 20 minutes to do these trees and then do the clouds. So that's 10 minutes each. The grapevine only hears the light stuff. Uh-oh. What's your worst crash out, if it's, like, appropriate to share? I need, like, story times. I need to hear the tea about this. What'd you do? Let's see. So this is gonna be a dark yellow. And then, bring it down to here. Yeah, the information gets kind of lost, but that's okay. That's okay. I think I woke up my whole dorm low key. I won it like 1 versus 6. Whoa. That's crazy. Like, what led up to that? What happened? I've only ever been in like one physical fight, and I was in 3rd grade. And I was beaten up, so that's not like anything I can like brag about, like being in a fight in. Unfortunately, was the loser. Oh, in game. Oh, I thought you meant like in real life. I was about to be like really proud of you, like for sticking up for yourself like that. Wait, but did you put up a good fight? No. Me or Pepper? Because we know. I don't like fighting in real life, and I never started one. I didn't start this one either. This girl just hated me. That's okay. I won because she got suspended and then I think expelled the next year. So, winner. I win. So. Dude, the background grass is like so ugly to me right now. She's watching the stream fuming right now. I know, she's like one of the 8 people watching. She stalks me. She's been stalking me since 3rd grade. Never saw her again in real life. Never spoke to her again. Never reached out. She just stalks me. It's crazy. Not sure if that actually happened or if she just made it up though. So maybe I did it for no reason. I don't know. What? Wait, what, Stone? What'd you do? What happened? I missed something. But I've been looking at chat. You didn't say anything else. I mean, if y'all want the story time where I got beat up, I don't mind. I've gone through enough actual like trauma that it affected me a lot growing up, but I'm okay with sharing, I think, unless it comes back to bite me, and then I'll be like really upset. So it is kind of like one of those things where it's like, well, like I was harassed a lot, so it was like kind of sucky, but you know. Yeah, it isn't. Aw, I'm sorry, Stone. Okay, I'm still focusing on tiny details a little bit too much. That's okay. We are making good time. We're making some actually pretty good time. Because I can probably get those 2 trees somewhat done. No. Absolutely not. That is not the right color. Absolutely. No. Mm-mm. No. No. Mm-mm. Toxic Swamp cameo maybe. I think this is pretty good because like when I do trees, I try and do the darkest colors and then I work forward. And then I'll go in with dark colors again. So this will go up until probably right here. You don't actually crash out that much, but low-key about to. Fedora mates all awake, it's chill. Yeah, YouTube just refuses to let me send it, maybe. Oh, bad language, maybe. Doodle, what's your favorite flavor of trees? Oh, my favorite one to draw is oak, just because it's easy. But personally, I really love weeping willows or elm trees. I think elms are so pretty. You can't go wrong with like a really good elm tree. Like just a massive one on its own. That's so pretty. Weeping willows are pretty, but I think when you ask someone, oh, what's your favorite tree? They all will say either like weeping willows or aspens. Like, some will say pine, but I'm like, yeah, be more original. I'm gonna go elm. Elm trees are delicious, but I prefer maple. About to lose my win streak in bow. Alright, real. I'm getting inked so... Oh. So bad right now. I think I know what that means. Maybe? Let's see. I kind of don't want to do this tree too much just because of like... I want to continue on this. And I feel like when I put this here... Oh wait, I can just do a new layer. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go over here. Stupid. I forgot I wasn't working on one layer this time. Let's see. Go straight down. See, I can't even do straight lines, so I don't want to hear people say, I can't even draw a straight line. Look at this straight line I did. Beautiful. Other trees seem so much similar. Okay, how do you draw a palm tree? Actual black magic? No, that's pretty though. Thank you. Palm trees, wait, palm? Like the Florida trees, or do you mean like... What tree? Sorry. I made myself confused. Yeah, no, I do want... I just... I like big brush because big brush go fast. Tiny brush takes slow. More time. You know. It's not for me. I don't want to sit here and do the same line over and over again. I just want to scribble. Oh, I would really... I could see, like, the frustration would be, like, doing the, branches of the palm tree, because I read something where it's like the leaves aren't actually leaves, but they are like their own trunks, which is why they're really dangerous to be around, because like they look kind of harmless, but they weigh a ton, like, and I didn't know that. Let's see, I have 2 minutes to get all these. But I'm not gonna do all that. That's a lot of work for no reason. I'm just gonna do lines, 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 lines. Maybe we'll come back and clean it, but again, ideas. I do hate doing branches. Especially like this, because it looks just bad. But I will use the spotty brush. And then come in. I'll mess with the settings a little bit. And then add the leaves so they're kind of... Ooh, look at me. Look how smart I am. I'll go like that just a little bit. And then go back on this layer. And we'll go lighter. Yeah. I'm kind of liking the song. There is another tree behind here, but I probably won't be able to get it in this 45 minutes. Hello, hey there, Panda. What's up? Now this is such a nice brush. What is this at? 28? Okay. This is a really nice brush for like doing leaves. I don't want that brighter. Get some... Nope. That is more that color. More orange. So how's the weather, guys? Cold. I hate it. I hate the weather so much. I wasn't looking forward to it, and it just got worse. So thankfully, I didn't have to go to work today, because I was able to call off and be like, hey, I won't be able to get up the hill. And also realized also my car didn't start earlier, so that's wonderful. I'm focusing on details again. Let me put that back up to there. So let's see. I need the sky. Go back to the sky and get some white. And then I need... Oh, that's... Oh, I do like that cloud, but that's not what that looks like. Cars are meant to start. I thought stopping was an important bit. It didn't want to do either, though. It was cold as fuck today. I know. I hate the winter. I can't do it. I used to when I was little. I loved winter. It was my favorite time of season. But I realized like we only like winter because of fall break and winter break, and like as a kid toys because of Christmas. But like as an adult, we fucking hate winter. Like. Not for me anymore. I am a Chad spring enjoyer. I like spring, I like colors, I like the warmth, I like rain, I hate storms, I have a fear of storms. But I'm gonna keep this bottom big because I love that texture. I hate all seasons. Winter is too cold, summer is too hot, spring is too humid, etc. You just hate being Kiwi. Like, maybe it's where you live. Maybe you gotta come up here. Maybe it's because you're upside down. I think that's why. Spring is nice here. Summer's ass because it gets super hot and super humid. I'm south of Eustone. How do you think I am? That fall fan cam goes too hard though. Real. actually though, summer is pretty okay if it's hot as long as it's not humid. When it's humid, that's when it's bad. But a dry heat is fine because like as long as you're hydrated, you're fine. But a humid heat like chokes you and like constantly dehydrates you. It's the worst. But a dry heat is fine. Like that's what I've like kind of grown to use. Because like I'll sit outside and like, well, it's 100 degrees. I don't care. I will. I'll have to sit in the shade because the like I'll sit with an umbrella. But it doesn't bother me. I don't mind it. I live in a swampy area. Humanity is always, it's always a hit or miss being oaky. It's like, okay, either, like, the jet streams will let us be dry. Other times, like, oh, let us be humid. So, but I don't know. Oklahoma, you just never know. You never know. So. Can't be bothered driving 40 minutes to the beach. Are you kidding me? You know what I would give to like have a beach near me? Oh my gosh, I drew so much when I was at the beach for the first, like, I don't want to say first time in my life, but like first time I can remember being at one. I apparently went when I was like 5 to Oregon and saw the beach, and apparently been in the ocean on a boat to Canada. I apparently have been to Canada. I don't remember it. Besides like an aquarium. But like going to the beach the first time I remembered it, it was so magical. It's like the only time like we got there when it was dark out. So I thought it would be like underwhelming because like, oh, I can't see anything, it doesn't matter. I got out there, and by the way, I get really homesick if I'm not in Oklahoma. I realized I get really sick, one because of elevation sickness, but it just makes me sick not being home because the entire state's my home to me, I guess. But like I just don't like being anywhere else. But I thought I'd be homesick there. The way I could see the horizon, and it's just the stars and just how they ended and fell into the ocean, was insane. Like, there was no words. I started crying. Like, it was so beautiful. I loved it. Quartz! Oh my gosh, what's up, big dog? Do you have a preferred fish to draw? Maybe a catfish, so I can compare it to my brother's catfish. Because he drew catfish once. It was a joke in our family. Because he can't draw. He got all the athletics, and then I got all the arts. I am pretty athletic though. I just don't like sports. But I'll work out and I'll do like I don't know, just like anything related to working out. I also really like water sports. I really want to do skiing. I think that'd be really fun. Nice drawing, Roncato. Thank you. I don't know where this came from. What is this? I don't know what is suddenly in my lap right now. That's kind of... Okay. That much of something. Okay. Brochacho. What'd I say? I can't really do... Oh, my brother drawing club. Well... He won't do it, so... He doesn't care very much about what I do, so... Have you tried drawing in VR yet? I tried. I'm really bad at it because I can only use my mouse. I think if I had a VR, like, thing to use, it'd be easier, but because I don't, it's just kind of like, why bother? I like people watching more anyway. Gosh, they're so freaking funny on there. I just meet like crazy people. Sometimes you'll also meet people and you'll think they're chill and then they just surprise you. Like, actually, no, I'm crazy. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm glad I got to know you. It's like, put that behind us now. Like, there are chill people on there, but you just kind of just had to be careful because I picture it's like Discord, but like again, it's like just with avatars. So depending what server you join, either they're chill people or maybe they're crazy. It's just kind of a hit or miss and something you have to do over and over, and it's not for everyone for sure. I'm crazy, by the way. It's a creative literary thing. I mean, I try and give people a warning. It's crazy though, because I met this, like, this was last week. I met this girl, and we got off really good. Like, we were hanging out, we were laughing on VR chat, and I invited them to a server, like, that does, like, VR stuff. And so it's like, hey, like, I try and, like, hang out in here, like, you should join. And so she did. And then, like, last week I sent her a friend request because I forgot to. And then she saw my status on Discord, and she was like, oh, you're a Charlie Kirk girly? Because it just says, like, rest in peace, Anya. Sorry, I always butcher her name. I really shouldn't. I just, Oki in me. I can't pronounce that very right. Iryza. Einza? Anyway, her name, and then I had Charlie Kirk because I just said justice to Iryza and Charlie Kirk. And she's like, oh, you're a Charlie Kirk girly? I can't be friends with you. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I didn't say that to her, but like, are you kidding me? Like, that's insane. Because I wasn't even saying anything. I just said, like, rip to them, like, justice for them, because like assassinations are crazy. And so all I was saying is just that. And she was like, yeah, no, we can't be friends, actually. I'm like, we hung out like all evening one night, and we got along super well. And so I guess she just ended up blocking me. So I really doubt she'll ever hear this too. But it's just really weird. Like, you'll meet people who seem chill, and then they just, like, they disagree with one thing about you, and then they just hate you. I'm like, oh, okay. That's VR chat. So it's definitely not for the weak, but I also have been saying, if you're a opinionated person, just expect people to not like you, and then that's okay. It's crazy how some people seem chill, then all of a sudden they switch up. Shake my head. I know. It's crazy. There are like a bunch of Christians I learned on there though, which was kind of nice. Out of all the places to be spreading like the gospel, so definitely that's one of them. That's definitely a site that needs it. So learning to disagree agreeably is a very important skill that no one has anymore. I mean, I can get very conspiracy theory, but I think that's more a private Discord thing than me saying it on YouTube to leave up. So I'll probably get into that tomorrow if people want to discuss it. It's honestly just that people are afraid to engage with people on the other end, methinks. They are. Like, our society has catered so much to catering to, one, snowflake behavior. Two, I'm going to get into it. Snowflake behavior, which I have zero tolerance for. That's not my community at all. If you're someone like that, also not the place for you, by the way. I don't like it. I'm not going to give in to that. You're your own person. Validate yourself first before expecting other people to validate you. But that's my 2 cents, because no one's ever validated me. Why am I going to go out of my way to validate you? You know, it's like, I'm not going to be a jerk. Don't be a jerk to me. Same thing. It's not that hard, but our society has made it to where we expect it of other people to cater to us. That's not how life works. If someone on the other side of the pond was to kill me, I'm going to cater to myself first and my survival, not theirs. That's just the blunt of it. Apparently people get validation and they need validation. So it reminds me of that one, Meet the Millers, where it's like, the family is like, you're getting half the money, but I'm only getting 5,000. You're getting 5,000. I'm only getting 1,000. You're getting 1,000. I'm I'm not even being paid. Like, that's what I feel like. You're not getting validation. I'm getting called slurs. Like, what? It's crazy. It happens. It's been insane as I've been more open about my faith online. How many people have just switched up on me? It's actually insane. But you know what? God prevails. You know. So, tasty clouds. Oh yeah, it's 9. Okay, yeah. So let me do a save real quick. Save as PNG. That way we can have the, because I'm just gonna focus on this. What's today's date? Okay. Oh, I forgot the 0. I need 0 there. Doodle Mountain. Image came out so good at 45 minutes. Thank you. So now we're gonna keep going because I did start yapping. I kind of lost track of time, but you know what? I have a lot of opinions about this, mostly because I've been on the blunt end of it my entire life until like recently, when I started to really stick up for myself and my faith, and a lot of people turned against me, and I've lost a lot of people, but that's okay. I've honestly been made fun of because of my belief in God. Some mean people out there, I consider it as a blessing that they make fun of us, because it's something that they will never be able to comprehend. Those who don't understand grace will never be able to give it to others. That's something us who do know grace are going to just have to accept, that they don't know any better. Like, do I think they're stupid? Yes. But do I have hopes that they'll come to faith? Yes. Even if it's someone who is of faith that hurts us, maybe they're lost. Maybe we're lost. But I also do hope, like, if there is faith between us, like, it's something that we can communicate and come over. But I think that's a mass difference, that people who don't have faith will really struggle with that concept. It's always political these days. Like, why does my pizza slice determine who I vote for? Exactly. Like, it's really frustrating. Like, I can like pineapples. I don't like pineapples because I can't eat them. But, like, for example, it's like, just because someone likes pineapples on their pizza doesn't mean I'm not going to be friends with them. That's exactly what it's like these days. It's insane. I don't know. I call it baseless virtue signaling when people do that, though. Honestly, look just at the trees. Totally forgot about the clouds and mountains. It looks amazing. Thank you. I know I need a yap because I'll not work. So I really like the clouds. I think I'm gonna leave the clouds as they are because I think that's really fun looking. I need to work on these back mountains some more because I don't think I like that brush very much for this. Maybe I like that? There was a key button for this, but I don't remember what this is anymore. I don't know. I do think if you're not gonna be friends with someone because of their politics, I think you're really stupid. Like, I get protecting your peace, like, online, because, like, I on one hand, I do agree, like, your online space should be a safe space, but to make it a sole exception because after you've met someone who's done nothing to you, that's pretty shitty. That's a shitty and ignorant thing to do. But that's just society now. But, like, I can't do nothing about it. Honestly, the amount of people who quote scripture without actually reading the context baffles me. It just makes my blood boil at times. Imagine studying 5 out of 7 days of the week and you have someone try and tell you what you just studied over who doesn't even go to church. That's what I deal with. It's insane. Like, like, I'm not trying to sit here and say, like, I know everything, but it frustrates me. I think one is because I'm a woman. I think people do just think I'm stupid. Because I haven't, like, I know I have an online persona of being silly, haha, like, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But it's really frustrating when I am trying to say something important and people just, like, think I'm an idiot. I'm like, I have a degree. I've fought in seminars. I've given presentations. Like, I've done the research, I think, to backify. Like, I'm not a stupid person. Do I not know stuff? Absolutely, but I'm open to being corrected, and I'm open to having uncomfortable conversations, and that's not something a lot of people I've met that can do. In my opinion, at least. So sorry, I'm getting on this like a tangent. Girl boss. I am a girl boss. Never forget it. It's just... It's been nonstop, like, the past few months, though. Like, I don't want to be on here complaining, but it gets old. Because I see it all the time now. And so it's like what are we supposed to do as Christians, you know? I want my space to obviously be a safe space for everyone, and that will always stand. It is a safe space for everyone. But I don't condone hate. I'm always open for us to have intellectual conversations here. So that's just something I really am thankful in my community, that I can share things and I have a safe outlet, like a conversation of, we don't have to agree, but we can still like each other enough. I'm like, you know what, I support you, and you know what, I support you. And if it takes weeding out people to have that sort of community, because I'm trying to grow a lot before the end of the year, which has been so amazing. I have a 20K post ready. I just haven't been able to post it because I posted yesterday and I don't want the algorithm to mess up. But I don't know. It's been a lot of work. Like, I don't get paid for it. I try to get paid for it, but I guess the Instagram payroll, it's just so frustrating. I'm so mad at Instagram because they won't pay me for my reel that went viral. So a majority of the work I do is just free. Because, like, one, like, I have hobby, like, I will do commission work, I just haven't had time, but it's a hobby for me. Art is my purpose on earth. Sitting here, it's free. Everything I use is free. But, like, if I could do free artwork for everyone in the world, I would. Like, it's just, I love it so much. It's my purpose. I don't know, so just having a space where I can also be myself and talk is so important to me. Because I don't know, I just felt like for years I had to be quiet on who I was. You know? Honestly, most of the time I get to the point where I find it worth my time arguing with people. What do you mean the Knights Templar were the grounds for Satanists? Don't find it worth my time. I found it easy to, like, what if I'm talking to someone and if it's turning into a debate or argument, or like a fight, really, Jesus wouldn't want me to fight for him this way. There's better things I can do by give my time, especially if I can see that they're firm in their beliefs, and even if I show them all the evidence of the moon, if they're going to agree or not, I'm okay with letting them think I'm the most stupidest person on the planet. I'm okay with that. I can go to bed knowing that I did the best I could and I did the right thing under Jesus, because you know what? It's not my place to cast a final judgment. God will do that. I'm okay with them meeting that judgment because I did what I could. I'm not going to sit there and drag them to heaven. That's something that they have to do. So if you find yourself having to, like, drag them to heaven, let go. They're already, I'm fully believe that people who, I think we're all free of sin. No, I don't want to say free of sin, but we're all forgiven. People who reject Christ are willingly going to hell, in my opinion. Don't drag people to heaven. They'll walk. They have to go there themselves. That's how I've learned to step back. It's less of a pain that way. I'm happy I found my purpose. It makes everything else so much easier. It really does. Like, I remember when I was really depressed and I was struggling a lot with, like, who was I? Who am I? What am I going to be doing on here for, like, probably 60 to 80 years? Like, it's a big thought to go through. But when I was alone and really, really sick, all I had was God. And there was no one else on earth for me. And I spent a lot of my time just doing art because, like, well, what else am I going to do and entertain myself? And I kind of slowly started to realize through the years and then getting my degree and being tested over and over and over again. Like, is it this or is it art? Is it that or is it art? I always choose art, and things always work out better when I do. So I've always kind of said like, oh, well, art's my first priority. God will always be my first priority, but I see art and God as both. Because everything that I have today that I'm blessed with is because I've dedicated my life to Christ with art. So don't throw your pearls to pigs. One of the favorite verses from the Bible. If someone doesn't want to listen, don't waste their time. Absolutely. If you're going to be an opinionated person, people won't like you. They ain't like a perfect man. They're not going to like you. But at the end of the day, you don't need them to like you because Jesus already likes you. So the perfect man on earth likes you. What does it matter if this loser does, you know? Like, that's how I've become to rationalize it. And I get more human, so it hurts. It's hard. It's a hard adjustment, but it does definitely get easier. Still something I haven't quite figured out at the beginning there. It's not an overnight thing. Again, I've been Christian my whole... I know we talk about it, Stone. Like, I've been Christian my whole life. I'm still figuring it out. You'll know when I go, like, I really don't know. Like, I wish I had better answers. Like, I think things will be explained to us when we are meant to know them. Because there's things that I understand now I didn't a few years ago. There's things I'll understand in the future I don't get today. That's okay. I'm okay with that, so... I feel like I could make this area more blue. I don't know, just like, how great is it that I get to just talk about Jesus and draw, you know? Like, that's so awesome. I could talk about it for hours, like, it's legit the best. I thought about giving paint lessons, but I don't know. The places near me have closed, but like charging like, hey, like for $75 I'll like teach you how to do this painting and I'll walk you through it. Like tutoring, but like with paint. So no one can figure it out on their own lifetimes. Just learn what you can and do your best. Absolutely. God knows our hearts. He knows we want to try our best. He also... You think God didn't take into account that we're stupid? Like, he made us. I like to think, like, God created humor. Like, because God's hilarious when you read, like, some verses in the Bible. Like, he draws bars. He's funny. So I think, like, he understands us. And, I don't know, I think when we... He isn't us, but I think he definitely has taken it into account. Like, we're fools. We don't understand. We will after we pass away and go to heaven, but like, we don't understand right now. Oh, definitely. My time will come and hopefully everything falls in line. And I don't miss it. You won't miss it, Stone. I promise. I'm in my wise old man season right now. I know! Isn't it great? You're an old man now. I won't dox it, but how's it been? See, I can't tell if this is a cloud. Oh, that's more snow. Okay, that's why it's like throwing me off. I was like, is this a cloud? What is this? Well, it's that hibernation time. Good night, Panda. I'll try not to be too crazy if you want to leave me up. Let my music urge you to sleep. I'm gonna get that color because I really like that color. I recently started going to church. Honestly, it's really helping me breaking free my addictions. Also helps me but with making Christian connections, friends, and all that. That's so awesome, Crisp. I love that for you. That's so wonderful. And remember, even if it's like ups or downs, even if you have slip-ups, you have grown so much more than you would have been without it, you know? Without him. It's wonderful. Honestly, having kids means I have to be wise and mature and stuff. Teenagers, when I get my crash out season. Yeah, absolutely. Or for parents when I was a teen. Oh my goodness. To be fair, I was really, really sick, and we didn't have a clue how sick I was until I got better. So, it's not entirely on them, but I was very emotional. I struggled a lot. So glad I'm not in that age. Like, I would probably, like, want to be 20 again and start from there, because I know some more. I would never in my life want to be between the ages of 13 to 18 ever again. Never. When people were saying, oh, this is like the worst time of your life, like it gets easier, I didn't entirely like believe them, because again, like all I ever knew was being sick. I would never ever want to be in that age group again. It's the worst. My Tilly Rose is about to make me really mad because she keeps getting down off the bed, and because she's fat, she won't get up. 16 to 20 was the worst for me because that was in college. Was the college years. See, that was the middle school and mostly high school for me, and that was when I was at my sickest, and I was a selective mute. I didn't talk. I threw up almost every day. Had no friends. It sucked. I do not ever want to go back to that. I definitely would have not made it without Jesus back then. Which is also really frustrating when people act like I'm an idiot for having faith. I'm like, you don't understand how many times Christ has been the final lifeline for people. And you are just being so ignorant and cruel because of your own ego that you think you have a high for saying, air quotation marks, like Sky Daddy. You think you're better than everyone and you think you're so enlightened. How much of a jerk do you have to be to talk that way? I'll never understand it, and I'm glad like a lot of people who spoke that way in my life are gone. I never want them in my life again if they talk like that. I enjoyed my school years. I just kind of chilled and did what I was told. College was hard just because of where I went, and it was during COVID. I was a COVID senior, and then I went to a very liberal college, and that didn't help because I saw a lot of things that kind of made me more who I am today. But I won't go into it on here, but it sucked. I did really like my art classes though. My art classes made me who I was today. If I can go back and redo my drawing and art classes with what I know now, oh my gosh, I would probably go crazy. I would want to post what I do everywhere better. I would also have done my free profile picture drawing sooner. Probably also invest in a PC so I could have streamed sooner too, because I couldn't start streaming until I got a good PC, because I tried a long time ago on my laptop. Not a good idea. Was not a good idea. If I ever finally get my private license, I'm gonna call myself Sky Daddy. That's different, you know? That's different. So, high school was very annoying for me. High school was just horrible. Like I get it where like they make all the ACT teen movies because like, oh, high school's the worst. But my goodness, like, I mean, at least I felt like I had a brain. You know, it's like some of us kind of felt like, oh, like at least we could kind of think for ourselves. It was just so frustrating. Because like we're at that fine line between everyone expects us to be an adult, but like we're still treated like kids. But obviously there's moments where like we're not mature enough to be the adult in the situation. But other times it's like, don't baby teens, you know. As much as I would not want to do my college years again, they definitely shaped who I am and where I am, so I wouldn't want it different. That is also very true. Like, I was about to go to another college that was strictly Christian, But I purposely went to the college I went to. One, because it had my degree, but because I was like, well, I don't know how I feel about being in a strict group setting, because I feel like it was important to get different perspectives of life out there. Which, yeah, I did get that, but I think it just suppressed me more, that I wasn't allowed to be me because other people wanted me to validate them. And so I never got to really explore who I was as a person, and that I felt cheated out of that for a long time. Religion-wise, I respect everyone's opinions, but if you try to force your religion onto me, that's when I start not respecting your religion. That's fair. During my graduation, the speakers broke and someone cat fell on my head and left a bump. Peak graduation experience. That's so awful, Quartz. I'm so sorry. The laptop tried to take off. It did. It was so loud. My poor college laptop. It was hanging on by a thread by the time I was graduating, because like the battery didn't want to charge, but I wasn't going to invest in a new laptop, so I was getting that thing done. I was locked in. Did laptop try and take off? Yeah. I sent you a wall of text on why high school was annoying for me. You don't have to read it. It's a lot. I did that last night, though. I think I read it this morning. I probably forgot. When I wake up, I'll read things, but I won't respond to them very well. Because, like, I'm really bad at waking up. I'm very cranky. So, it's not the easiest time for me. The best part about college, for me, is that I felt like I'm treated like a human with some level of respect. I'm glad you got that experience, Chris. That's really cool. What did you go for? Sometimes that also depends how people treat you. I'm kidding. They probably thought how cool you are. Wow, this guy is swag. He's super cool. I mean, I did have fun moments. It just kind of sucked that a lot of other bad things kind of ruined it for me. But you know, that's just how life is. I've made my peace with it. Yeah, it takes me like a full 2 hours for me to be fully awake for the day. This may age me a lot, but GTA 5 came out when I was in college and everyone's social lives just stopped for a month. Gosh, how old was I when GTA... I had to be in middle school because my mom was like really annoyed. She didn't like want us to play it at all, but then my dad got it. But we didn't know about the club. And so my brother went in. So he didn't do anything. We were both playing and we walked in because it was like one of the things was like one of the early missions, you have to like drive by it, I think. And we're like, oh, what is this? And yeah. Wait, was that 4? I always get 4 and 5 confused. See, I think V should be 5. I think it's stupid that V is like... Wait, what is that? I get them confused all the time, even though I look at it every day. Okay, B is 5. IV is 4. Yeah, see, I think it's... Okay. I think it's stupid because I see it as like introduction. I would agree, by the way. Like you're putting V, which means 5, and then I, that means 1 together. I think IV means 4, but it makes sense when 6 is there because it's like, oh, well, I comes first and then V, so we're still referring to these, so it's like between 1 and 5, that's 4. But then we have 5, but then we're going 5 plus 1, that's then 6, which then that makes sense. But when I'm looking at them on their own, it like confuses the heck out of me. If that makes sense, you know. Oh man, I have a headache. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, I just got like a headache, so I had to drink some water. Why is this not going the color I want it to be? There we go. I don't like using black, but I don't know what color this is here because this is like not black. I do, it's called Doodle Time. If you Google it, it pops up. But for some reason, I can't get the links to work. That's completely my bad. I need to fix it. I'm sorry. That's on me. But yeah, if you want your pictures also drawn at some point, I pick them randomly, so please don't ask me to draw stuff. Like, draw mine, don't ask me that, because I probably won't, because I think that's rude. But, I like to just pick randomly over pictures. I do try and get people I haven't drawn yet, I do tend to remember who's who, but, your server's too full, no one can fit anything in there. I know, I need to do a rework, but I like how it looks, too, because, like, it's so organized. It's so pretty, like everything has its place, even though people don't listen to me when I say like, hey, go there for it. But I like your newest safety video, what's funny, and thank you, Gort. I'm thinking of, I want to talk about biases, but because there's so many different types of biases, I don't think I can get it all in one video very well. But I mean, sources, like, yeah, we can talk about primary, secondary, and tertiary. People are making fun of me. Tertiary sources. But so many sources aren't reliable either. And what I wanted to talk into was how to read sources. So I don't know if I should go into that, like, key things to know when looking at sources, like, who wrote it, because apparently people weren't taught this, about, like, what makes a source reliable. Like, who funded this work? What was it used for? When was it published? Who sponsored it to be published? Like, who was the author? What is their information? What are their other things they've written? Like, a lot of things have been abused. Like, okay, take COVID for example. A lot of the Pfizer stuff that was pushed by the CDC has come out to be actually very harmful, and because it was quickly made, under researched, under, like, I don't want to say underfunded, but because they were doing it for profit, they were lying about the harms of the COVID vaccine. And now a lot of people, like, there's been plummets with women, not plummets, but like a rise in women who are infertile, men who are infertile because of the vaccine. There have been increase in heart conditions because of the vaccine. There's been increases in lung conditions because of the vaccine. And so there's lawsuits being, like, I think it's currently going on in court about people suing Pfizer. I pronounce it tertiary. Tertiary. Hang on, guys. Tertiary. At least with my accent. Airy. Yeah, I think how you say it, Kiwi, it's a accent. Because we say airy as like Aryan or area type. Also, seen the Google and Meta were censoring articles about the shot. Yeah, like there's a bunch of censorship, and it kind of came to light when I was talking about a controversial topic, which I think controversial topics should be spoken about. I don't like that media tries to censor them, because I think, one, I'm a big advocate for freedom of speech. I think we have a right to discuss topics, especially if they're being pushed by another party or agenda. We should be able to talk about it and question it. So one of the conversations I had with a friend was, she wanted me to read this article called "The Evidence of the Biological Homosexual Male," because we were discussing, and I was with another friend, so it was like three of us discussing the article of, is is there a gay gene? That's what we were talking. We weren't talking about like if it was right or not. We weren't talking if it was biblical or not. Not the topic we were discussing at all. We were talking whether the article itself proved it or not. That was the debate. But the girl who sent it, our frustration was that she didn't like seem to one have read it, and two, because we sat there for like 3 hours going through it with a fine-tooth comb, googling medical terms that we didn't know, like trying to, because they were like saying like scientific phrases that sounded legit. We were googling those only for them to like not be real. So we were pretty frustrated, like when we were trying to have a conversation with her about the article, that she completely dismissed us, because twice in the article they dismissed their own data like pool of individuals, because they pulled groups of men who had AIDS. They passed away from AIDS. I can't remember the numbers I used to. There's like 32 homosexual men died from AIDS, and then they had 16 heterosexual men that died from AIDS. That died, but only 6 of them died from AIDS. Sorry. But they said in the next sentence after, but we're going to assume that 1 to 2 of these men were gay, but just didn't know. So out of 32 gay men and out of the 16 straight men, you're still going to say the 16 straight men might have been gay for your study research. And then in the same like area on the next page, it says, we will consider if a homosexual says he's gay, but if a straight man says he's gay, we're going to doubt him. And it became an argument in our conversation before we quit, like conversing about it, because it wasn't really going anywhere, was saying like, oh, well, like there are gay men who are in closets who think they're straight. Okay, but now we have an influctuation of people who think that they're gay when they're not. They're questioning, and that none of my business, for one. I'll make that very clear. I don't care what sexuality someone is. None of my business. But again, the focus of the entire conversation was whether the article was proving it or not. Nothing opinionated, going off of what the article said. And I was saying how I think it's contradictory to try and say evidence in your title when twice you dismiss your own gene, like your data pool, not gene pool, but like your data pool. And they completely refused to even acknowledge it, so I backed out of the conversation, because again, I'm not going to drag someone to have an understanding. I kind of expect you to, like, I was kind of more expecting, like, you know what, I didn't see that part. Doodles, like, I think you make a good point, but what do you think about this? Like, just talk about what we think. And I wasn't expecting her to agree with me on the topic, but again, the topic was whether the article proved it or not. And on the 5th page, I believe, it was saying, it might be the 5th or 7th page, I can't remember what page, but it opens up the genetic portion of it, because like it's all based on the assumption, because there's nothing factual about it, which I do understand. That's how a lot of research is a hypothesis, a theories, until they are proven, and then it's like becomes a law. But when you're introducing an article of research by dismissing your own data pool, that doesn't make it a reliable source of evidence or something that can, like, you can build off of. It doesn't make it reliable. I think they should have taken those statements out, but because they're trying to push a narrative, that was the whole thing I was trying to say. Became a whole thing, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not going to have this conversation anymore respectfully. I'm glad I did the research enough, like I'm glad I had this experience, but it's not worth it for me anymore. But I had a point. OMG, I do some amateur history and considering sources. Oh yeah, the sources, that's why, because like we had to look into where the article was even written, which it was written in 1994 in LA. It was written by 2 men with doctorates. Both of them did studies over social studies, one primarily more on genetic homosexuality. But even in the last article of the essay research, he says he doesn't even agree with it. He only did it because it was a controversial topic at the time, and it got a lot of traction, which it did, because now news sources trying to use the article itself, the headline, because it says evidence for the biological male, tries to prove it as a source of gayness. But again, not the point of what I was trying to argue. But even the professor himself, because we went to like his Wikipedia and we're looking at what was there, in quotes, it says that he has said that he doesn't agree with it. And so when you're trying to argue something, I'm like, I want to make it known where it's like, you have to look into why are they written, when were they written, what was going on, because it was written in 1994 in LA during the AIDS epidemic there, kind of like they were not epidemic, but they were like trying to spread awareness about AIDS, like, because I remember that campaign when I was in elementary school, being on like magazines and stuff. Like, I remember it. And the data that they were pulling from was from the 1980s, and so it also was from a National Cancer Institute where they got their gay gene data information. But it was just not a good article, and she wanted us to read like 6 others, and I was like, look, if this is how you're going to be conversing with me right now, I don't want to go into that conversation with you. And so that's just how that kind of respectfully ended. But yeah, no, it's just surprising, and we all do fall victim to it, because like, we're so overloaded with information these days, and that's where I've been trying to like step back, because I'll see things online too, and I'm like, oh, this makes me really upset. I feel kind of like moved by it, because like that's kind of like the purpose of propaganda. But when I do more research into it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is like a lie. This isn't like completely factual. Do I think that there's a difference between like what I can see like on statistics versus what we see in everyday life? Absolutely. I think also statistics have been purposely warped, in my opinion, because of like who's funding those statistics to be made, who, like, what party are the backing from, because there isn't unbiased statements anymore. They're all funded for something. But I think when you take that into account, yes, some sources can be reliable, but you just kind of have to be aware now, because it's different. We don't live in the age that we were 5 years ago, seeing stuff online, because I've definitely have known, like, they'll hide things. Like Google, for example, will purposely hide articles and certain, like, I think evidence, because they don't want you to see it. You have to use other search engines to get to it. It's kind of stupid. Sorry, I'm kind of behind on chat, so I was ranting. Information tries to be censored, but it always gets out, not gonna lie, one way or another. That too, Quartz. Like, it always shocks me when people just blindly trust what the government says at all times. I'm like, you seriously believe that? Like, you'll lie to your mom. Why do I believe you? It's like that type of stuff. It's like, always be kind of suspicious, you know? I'm immune compromised, so I willingly took the vaccines regardless. I don't think Pfizer was an option here. But even when the vaccine COVID was rough, I still suffer from having caught it. The thing is, though, and I'm so sorry that happened to Kiwi. I caught COVID back in 2020. I got it in January, like before school started. Like, I got it on my birthday, and then I just slept for 2 weeks. And my parents had the vaccine, and they still struggle from symptoms afterwards, but I haven't had COVID since. I get head colds when weather changes. I get sick once when the weather gets cold, and then I get sick when the weather gets warm. So I can't do those, but otherwise I really don't get sick. Again, it's probably because, like you said, like, you're immune compromised. I don't have any statement. I also know all bodies are different. We don't react the same way. But I've never taken the flu shot besides one time. I was 4 years old and I took the flu shot, and I was so sick I could not stop throwing up. They had to rush me to the doctor. That's all I really remember. It killed my lung capacity and my IQ. I'm so sorry, Kiwi. My friend caught COVID and he stopped liking peanut butter for years. Actually crazy. Yeah, it's disgusting that we've just let a human-made, like, virus take over, and nothing, like, God forbid we try and, like, point it out too. It's like it's just how the world is, you know. Did I miss a chat? I'm trying to make sure. I won't lie, I had an argument years ago, and we just sent articles that we never read. I'm so glad I'm mature now. I mean, like, I've been there too. I remember doing that. I do try and, like, save. I read a lot. I don't like fiction, unless, like, I'm doing character AI. But I like to read nonfiction if I'm actually reading, so I'll try and save everything, because I'll read, like, religious stuff, scientific stuff, historical stuff. I'm really bad with memorizing, though. Like, that was my biggest flaw. Like, I love reading, I love learning, but I really struggle to remember information that has numbers, for one, so it's, like, really complex. So, like, I remember concepts very easily, but if it's, like, I mean, obviously it's a concept, but if it's, like, labels of things, like, medical-wise, or dates, I don't care. If it's some crazy law number, I can't remember it very well. That is one of my flaws. But to be fair, I also did learn I have the thing where it's like I can't hear numbers. So I also realized, like, that's why I almost failed math my entire school life until college, because that wasn't until I realized, like, hey, I have this. Oh. My wife got COVID and stopped liking me. She likes you enough. I mean, you gotta have a kid with someone somehow. Willingly. So it definitely changes people's tastes. I'm sure she likes you, Kiwi. It's because you say things like that. You say those things online, for everyone can see it, forever and ever. I do wish I could, like, change the wheel on this. My art would be so better if I had the square. This was after we caught COVID from our kid. See, it should be the kid, you know? I was like, caught COVID from the kid. I'm kidding. Our entire family caught COVID. I was the only one who have not caught it, or at least I was asymptomatic. Yo, June! What's up, June? Guys, say hey to June. That's... Oh, my mic! See, I got so excited. I, like, physically waved, you know? What's up, big dog? Dude, we need to do, like, more VR chat stuff. You, like, left me. Oh my god, what happened? I punched my mic. I think I've had it 3 times now. I don't know, that's a big number to count. Mic down, repeat mic down. It's good, I got it. It's back up. Doodles, remembered when you mentioned the Minecraft stream thing? Said a lot of things. No, I don't think so. Low-key, I think COVID ruined my perception of time. It started in my 5th grade year, and now I'm a junior. I swear I blinked and it went from... Mega dude, what? COVID started in my 5th grade year. Oh my gosh, I was a COVID senior. You're just a little baby. You're a little baby. What are you doing here? You're just a little baby. COVID in 5th grade is crazy. I know. I forget minors exist, dude. I was out of school when COVID. I know. I feel old. I'm like, I went through college through, like, the worst time ever after COVID. And now you're a junior? Good luck, dude. I graduated a year before COVID. I feel old. I know, me too. Like, I'm gonna be 24 next year. What? Now you're a junior. I don't feel like that adds up right. I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little baby, guys. Like, you're being mean to me. A lot of people are mean to me. I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little guy, you know? Like, I'm not real. Don't ever think I'm real, please. Like, I'm just a doodler. I draw for you, and then that's it. I forget you're older than me. I know. I forget I'm older than people all the time. I forget I'm, like, physically, like, here. So, it's probably the most chronic thing to say. Chronically online thing to say, but, like, when I'm drawing all the time and, like, all my friends are online, I just don't think about, like, my physical age. Like, I mean, I do. I don't talk to my age, obviously. That's cringe. But, just specify that, because I know y'all will make the stupid joke. But, like, I just exist to draw. I really don't think about it. My back's... I know my back is physically already ancient. I don't want to be old. Like, my back keeps going out, and I don't know... I mean, I do know why. It's because of how I sit in this chair. But... it sucks. I need to get this side, because I haven't. What time is it? I have 10 minutes. I have not been locking in as much as I should. To be fair, give me talking about politics. I'll talk forever. So... same zone out in a different dimension. I pulled something in it last week. Again, and walking was impossible over the weekend. See, I pulled my sciatica, and I could walk okay, but I can't, like, turn my hips. So when I'm laying down in my bed, I can't, like, roll over, or, like, I can't, like, get up. So I don't know. It makes me feel so old. I do really like this. That's so small. Sometimes it's really hard to act my age, and then there's a set in stone way we're supposed to act. I just be stupid sometimes. Remember, kids, adults totally know what they're doing. Nah, not really. I'm almost 30 and still act like at times. I won't say the word. Yeah, I was my sciatica, but usually it pinches on my right. This time it's on my left, so it confused me. See, yeah, it's been on my right, so I've been in a lot of pain. I'm sorry you're going through that, Kiwi. Oh, well, it's summer for you, so I don't know, but, I was gonna say, like, they have, like, heating pads out right now, so you can go buy one, but, again, it's summer, so that kind of idea is gone. Why is it doing that? I don't like that brush stroke. I pulled my whole lower back a few months ago and they put me out of work for 2 weeks straight. COVID barely moved. Oh, I'm so sorry, Stone. What's your favorite obscure color? Like, really obscure. I don't know, dude. There's like the whole rainbow. I don't know, I was like trying to think of a color that doesn't exist, you know? An obscure color. Thankfully, I remember how to fix it, so it was like 4 days of meds and stretches, and it is almost okay. Can you tell me how you fixed it? Because I was out for like a month. I have a wall mural I've been trying to do, and I can't. It takes me more time setting up and cleaning up than I actually am standing there painting. Like, I can't stand there and do it. It hurts me too much. OMFG, when I worked an office job where I took because my back was bad, I managed to sprain my back sitting down in my chair one day and needed months of physical. That's crazy. How do you sprain your back? I don't want to know. Like, I need to know so I don't do it, because that's crazy. I mean, imagine painting the Sistine Chapel And upside down, no. Well, one, Michelangelo had a help, but he also ran away multiple times and the Pope hunted him down. So, look, if I had a rich guy hunt me down to do his artwork for him, I probably would. But, I don't know. I'm doing this for free right now, which I'm about to get off in 6 minutes to lay down. Because I am very sleepy. I kind of want to touch up this area. Oh wait, was it control? Hang on, guys. I remembered it! Oh my gosh, control is eyedropper. I forget every single time. I think she's muted. I'm not muted. I was locked in. I hope I'm not muted because I'm talking. So took anti-inflammatory meds and some old muscle relaxants I had from last time and just did some stretches to open the nerves, knees, and vertebrates. And now only hurts in certain positions. I see, because I took nerve blockers because the muscle relaxants and Tylenol weren't working. That helped me a lot. I took it for 2 days and then it went away, and now it kind of came back. I haven't had it today very bad. By the way, I really enjoy making cauliflower mad, if you can't tell. I know, I'm about to do real V2 fighting. Dude, that close yellow tree came out so good. I saw the vision. Thank you. I love these trees. I'm not gonna do the house, because I don't wanna. No, Doodles, you're muted. I'm not listening to you, Cheese. Unsure how I sprained it. Was just embarrassed. We got her good enough on the last roll. Whenever my back hurts, I just use this terrible desk at school. Mega dude, I have been saying, okay, if chiropractors, if they want the best walk-in traffic, they need to invest in a high school desk chair combo. Put up a sign that says free walk-ins. So when people walk in expecting a free walk-in, you point to the high school desk and chair. Go there and pop your bag. Oh my gosh. That would be the best. The best. I think I need to like trademark that idea or royal something, copyright, whatever. I would go to that chiropractor like every week. So charge $5 even. $5, use the high dose chair, walk in. I haven't had as good as a back popping since then. Like, I don't want help. I see I can't have ibuprofen, which is like why I took everything else. Now I can start my art. Now I can't start my art. Oh no, Pepper. The gestures are the best for cracking your back. They are. I'm getting a reel made about me. I'm gonna be so famous. Anyway, I have to go now. Enjoy your last 5 minutes. Thank you, Kiwi. Thank you for joining and chatting. It means so much to me. I have one in the shed for whenever I move out. It's my best investment. Absolutely. You need to go online and like charge people to use it. You'll make bank. Just make sure they don't like run off with it, you know. Add some color. Nope, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Maybe right there. I don't kind of like that there. Oh, I did it, didn't I? I didn't even have to do that because I know I remembered it after everything. Let me get that. Size it up a little bit. Lower the saturation. No, 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 no. Yeah. And then some in here. Some over here. I found your Insta page through your night reels. They were so good. Thank you. Nights are so cool. I love them, but they're so hard to draw just because they're so geometric. But I've been trying to think like how I could. Oh, I did it again. I don't even need to do that. Trying to picture how to do more Lloyd because I'm working on a Lloyd drawing right now. But the problem is, like, if I post just like standalone pictures, people don't like them as much. Or they get as much traction. It's easier if I just like post reels, but I don't like doing reels. I hate them actually. Like, I like just drawing. I don't want to have to entertain, like, make stuff for people to watch, you know? Like, does that make sense? I like my information reels because I like informative stuff. I like informative content. But I know it's not like what a lot of people like. It looks freaking amazing, Doodles. Thank you, Stone. I know, I'm pretty proud of this. This is pretty good for an hour and a half. Or 2 hours, kind of. Doodles, you should make time lapses of these art streams to post them on YouTube as videos. Well, the problem is that my head's going to be covering half of them. So it's just easier to do live streams because I get the music. I don't have to edit them. They're already made. I get to engage with you guys, which is my favorite part. But I don't want, because if I make speed paint videos, that means I have to spend another couple hours editing, and I'm too busy. I have too many things on my plate, so it's easier just to stream and put it up. I used to do classic speed paints, but I like talking. I'm a yapper. I don't want to sit in a room by myself and just draw, you know. Why not just do speed paints for reels like the Red Bull plain one? I do that when I'm on my iPad. So when you do see me post speed paints, those are from my iPad, which I'll automatically record as I'm working. And I can work in the car, I work in the living room, I go everywhere with my iPad. So I don't have to sit by myself. Sometimes I even sit in Discord and just talk to my friends, and I'll be just sitting and drawing in my lap. But if I'm speed painting on here, if I'm recording on my screen, I have to lock in because there's only so much memory. Meanwhile, Procreate just records each mark you do. So it's not like actively recording, it's just recording your marks, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to end it here because, one, my allergies are going crazy. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. Thank you for my yap session. I enjoyed talking to you guys so much. It's so fun to be able to sit and draw and talk. But I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to try and look for a movie, but if anyone has any other suggestions, let me know in the Discord channel. If you need it, Google Doodle Time. I'll try and get the link up. I thought I had a link on my Instagram highlights, but I guess I don't. And I need to fix my link tree, so I'll try and get that today or tomorrow. But may God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful Monday night. And